All right, we're back. This episode, bilge pump installation. All right, so what actually happened was that my mechanic took out the engine and ended up crushing my bilge pump, and it was in pieces. So it was a square one. I took the liberty of taking out the bracket at the bottom, fixed it in there, so we're good to go. But then I had another problem, was that the fitting here is actually an inch. And then the outside exit is 3/4. So I drove around all day getting parts, and I finally came up with a plan. So this is what I came up with. Couldn't find the reducer anywhere, right? I got a heater hose, $3.50. I got an adapter, which was like 1 to 3/4. The adapter was like $5. So what I did was I took a pipe cutter, but it was too big, this heater hose, so that didn't work. So instead I used aviation snips, which is that. So I took the pipe cutter and traced it out. So I had it about 2 inches. I had to trace it out, and then I had the line here, but this diamond cutter couldn't cut it because it cuts copper, right? But you could turn it down and it keeps on pressing and pressing and pressing, and it'll cut it, but that didn't work. So I used snips and I cut this, and I realized, hey, you know what? I want to show you guys how I did it. So before all that, what I did was I cut the wires, I tested it, so these are good to go. I got these butt connectors with heat shrink included. So what I did was I cut the wire, I fitted it, I crimped the middles, right? And I took my heat gun and I shrunk it. So this is now waterproof. So it's good to go, right? They're good to go. So my idea here is I bought a couple of clamps here. And what I'm going to do is fit it. I'm going to put the phone down for a sec. Sorry, guys. I'm going to fit it into this so it couples onto the end of this. Because if you look at it, I'm going to take it apart. This don't fit inside. This kind of fits inside, so I'm going to have to force it. And then this is much smaller than that, right? This wire. That's why I have the reducer to make it all work. Okay? So here we go. It's not going to take long. I could do everything at speed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and my outlet. It's a 1 inch, right? So I'm going to work it in there. It's easier if you use a heat gun. Makes everything soft. Right? So what I'm going to do is going to take the ring, and open this up a little bit so it fits in. Make it a little bit bigger so it slides down. Like so. You know what? You need a bigger one. So you get what I mean, right? I get a bigger one. Loop it around there. For me, it's much easier to get a hex bit, a hex chuck, right? Hold on, sorry. There we go. That'll fit it, and it goes on just like that. So I'm going to change my bit from the wakeboard tower, and then I'm going to tighten this bad boy together. So check this out. See, nice and tight. And then take the fitting and put it in there. I might have to get a smaller one. Here. There. So I'm going to change the head. Tight. And then I'm going to take off the other one. But before that, I'm going to take the tape out. Or the sticker. There. There comes the tricky part. Okay, I'm going to try this with one hand. Actually, I'm going to put the phone down. See if this works. Done. Right? And then place it back in the holder. Down there. But I'm going to make a little bit of adjustment here. I want this part to sit in a little bit more. But you get the gist of it, right? It's from the engine all the way up. Outside. Right? Through the bulkhead. And you want to make sure you have a bilge pump before you go out. Have it all tested before you do anything, right? Because if you don't want to go out, take on water, and you can't do nothing about it. So you gotta have a bilge pump. So I'm gonna turn it on. Next episode is I'm gonna fix the glass, the walk-through glass on my bow rider, and I'm gonna add some clips to it because the old one snapped off. Stay tuned, smash the like. I love you. Bye. Okay, after adjustments, I'm not satisfied. I need to show you guys the finished product. So I'm gonna snap this in place. Done. See that? Latest.